Whenever people have asked me what my favourite film is, I usually say something that sounds impressive, like Goodfellas or Frances Ha or La Dolce Vita, and I do adore those movies, but if I'm being totally honest with myself, the answer is School of Rock. School of Rock is as great as any of those other films. It's as masterfully constructed and wildly entertaining as Goodfellas, it strikes the same balance of funny and feel-good as Frances Ha, and it has as much beauty, profundity, and wisdom as La Dolce Vita. Like many kids of my generation, I grew up on repeat viewings of School of Rock, but I'm not blinded by nostalgia when I declare it to be a perfect movie. It really is one. It's the kind of wholesome, genuinely funny family film that the parents in the audience enjoy just as much as their kids. It's got a great cast, a great soundtrack, and it's got everything a great hero's journey needs. It's about a lovable underdog who's easy to root for, reckoning with his flaws, overcoming the obstacles that stand in the way of his goal, changing what that goal is as he discovers more about himself, and becoming a better person in the process. Dewey Finn is the role that Jack Black was born to play. This character makes use of Black's comedic talents, his musical talents, his star power, his warmth, his everyman charms, and his infectious enthusiasm to create the perfect protagonist. The film might be an easygoing rock and roll hangout comedy, but Dewey really goes on an emotional journey with a real character arc, and emerges a more mature and accomplished person when the story is over. As a character, Dewey is a masterclass in wants and needs.
Blaine, maybe I don't need a new friend. JC, maybe you're the only friend I need. Blaine, need or want. JC, I've never been much for wanting. Blaine, spoken like someone with needs.
At the start of the film, Dewey wants to be a rock god and needs to grow up and take responsibility for his life. By the end of it, he's given up on his pipe dreams of rock and roll glory, but he's earned something even more rewarding. A class full of eager, musically gifted students who look up to him for inspiration.
The movie is over.
Really over.
But we're still on screen.
But we're still on screen.
Everybody's rocking.
Everybody's rocking.
And we came from Horace Green.
We came from Horace Green.
At first, the joke is that Dewey is a bad teacher. He doesn't care about his students, and he just counts down the minutes to the end of the day so he can collect his paycheck and go home. But as the film goes on, he turns out to be a really great teacher, because he inspires the kids to express themselves and follow their dreams. Screenwriter Mike White, who also appears on screen as a great foil for Black as the real Ned Schneebly, doesn't waste a scene in his School of Rock script. He doesn't even waste a line. He's constantly rounding out the characters and advancing the plot and getting a ton of laughs along the way.
What about Sabbath? AC/DC? Motorhead? Oh, what are they teaching this place?
This is a really tightly written script. Comedies are particularly tough to write because you have to tell a story and make the audience laugh. You can't get too preoccupied with the plotting that you neglect to have any laughs, but you can't just fill each page with jokes and neglect the story beats and character arcs either. And White's razor-sharp writing in School of Rock strikes the perfect balance between the two.
What are these black dots here?
Demerits.
What kind of a sick school is this? Hmm?
Director Richard Linklater brings his subtle indie sensibility to a high-concept family comedy. The director of Slacker and the Before trilogy might not have seemed like the right choice for a four-quadrant kid-friendly musical from a major studio, but Linklater ended up being the perfect choice for the material. He brought all the strengths of his low-budget early filmmaking to the mid-budget level, with a movie that's as consistently hilarious as Dazed and Confused, but still suitable to watch with your kids. It has that same loose hangout quality. You get the feeling that you're just kicking back in the classroom having a jam session with the class. Linklater has more resources at his disposal than usual in School of Rock, but his focus is still on the characters and the performances and using the camera to tell the story. George Lucas famously said that sound is half of the movie-going experience, and the School of Rock soundtrack plays like an old-school rock and roll playlist with a series of great needle drops. Linklater's penchant for needle drops was previously seen in Dazed and Confused.
Here comes the story of Mary Kay.
All throughout School of Rock, classic rock tracks are used to punctuate the action and keep the story flowing. And some songs are even incorporated into gags, like Immigrant Song as Dewey celebrates their admission into Battle of the Bands. Edge of 17 as Dewey tries to butter up the principal for a field trip.
Just like the one girl sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh.
Dewey gives the kids an authority figure they feel comfortable confiding in, and he tells them all exactly what they need to hear. When Lawrence tells him he doesn't think he's cool enough to be in the band, Dewey assures him that the way he plays keyboard alone makes him cool.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom. A couple of these. Now here.
Okay.
Now give me a platform. Let's rock. Let's rock today. Now do it to me.
Let's rock today.
That's good.
When Tamika is insecure about her weight, Dewey opens up about how he made peace with his own body and makes her feel better about herself.
You know who else has a weight issue?
Who?
Me. But once I get up on stage, start doing my thing, people worship me because I'm sexy and chubby, man.
Why aren't you on a diet?
Because I like to eat. Is that such a crime?
When he sees Zach getting chewed out by his dad simply for expressing himself, Dewey completely retools his lesson to give Zach and the other kids an opportunity to vent their frustrations.
And right now, I'm the man. That's right, I'm the man. And who's got the guts to tell me off? Huh? Who's gonna tell me off?
Every child needs a teacher like Dewey. He's all about positive reinforcement and inspiring his students to be themselves.
Come on, now touch me, babe. Ba-da-ba-da, can't you see that I am not afraid? Shaka-ga-ga. Lawrence is good at piano. He shall be rocking in my shoe. Ra-ga-ga-ga. Stop. That's perfect. You're perfect. Stay right there.
Every great film builds to a big climactic sequence that pulls everything together and provides all the closure and emotional catharsis audiences could ask for. The final performance in School of Rock is a prime example. At the last minute, Dewey decides to perform Zach's song instead of his own bitter song about being kicked out of his old band. He finally comes to the realization that he might not be a rock god, but his students are. As Principal Mullins and the kids' parents all go to the concert to take them home, they arrive just in time for the performance to see how awesome their kids are. Zach's stuffy dad realizes his son isn't crazy for wanting to be a musician. He really has what it takes, and he's been inspired by a teacher who believes in him. There's even a great payoff for the opening stage dive gag. This time the crowd catches Dewey and carries him around the room. It's rare that a family-friendly comedy even works as a comedy. The humor is usually too innocuous and juvenile to elicit real laughter, even from the children in the audience. Not only is School of Rock a truly hilarious film, it's also deeply moving, and full of so many positive messages that audiences leave the movie feeling enriched and enlightened. If you need to be reminded of what's important in life and what really matters, School of Rock will tell you.
And if you wanna be a teacher's man, well, maybe you just better forget it. Rock got no reason, rock got no rhyme. You better get me to school on time.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.